Hello po sa ating mga 1AAS4, 1AAS5, 1AAS6 at saka 1SEDSOC 3. So ito po ang ating Living in the IT Era Lesson 11 for finals. So if you will notice, this is a standard lecture from our key teachers or key professors from other departments. So starting now po, we will now be having lectures with the same content as the other sections. So just to clarify as well, please don't forget to comment your last name, first name, and section doon sa ating comment section dito sa YouTube video natin to ensure the 20% aux grade that you will have for the finals term. So for our objectives for this lesson, so it's stated here naman. So using the 4 objectives that we have, we will now proceed with the lesson proper. So internet basically is the World Wide Web. So the World Wide Web as well connects everyone in terms of communication and updates and so on and so forth. So a brief history of the internet. So it was created in ARPA, or Advanced Research Project Agency, which also became Computer Science Network, or CSNet. And Tim Berners-Lee was the one who was able to basically update the ARPANET system to what it is today, which is the World Wide Web, due to its creation of HTML, where the websites are taking in basic colors, tapos from there na improve na lang siya na improve. The Mosaic web browser, known as NCSA, is known as NSFNet. And NSFNet basically, ang itsura po nito ay parang yung CMD, CMD screen lang natin na all black. Tapos once na trinay na siyang i-release for public consumption, tsaka po tayo nag-develop ng ibang scripting language para dyan. Tsaka po nag-re-emerge or nag-emerge ang HTML. So how does the internet actually work? So I will just note it here muna. Spend natin ng ilang seconds para dun sa slide, para if in case there are questions dun sa activity ninyo na counted dito, mabasa nyo siya. So hopefully po kayo ay gagamit ng tablets or laptops or other devices na malaki para mabasa ninyo itong notes ng how does the internet actually work. Okay, so the growth of the internet basically started with yung normal connections natin, tapos ngayon po nag-improve siya into fiber optics, and yung next in line sa technology which is yung satellite, para pag may satellite feed kayo at any point in the globe, allowed kayong magkaroon ng connection. And the next natin is what is the World Wide Web. So basically the World Wide Web is composed of 40,000 searches per second due to Google, and 2 billion websites are in existence right now, although the roughly 5 million websites are the most commonly visited websites. So there are examples here: Google, YouTube, Facebook, Baidu, Instagram, Yahoo, Twitter or X na ngayon, yung vk.com sa Russia, Wikipedia, Amazon, and other inconsistent sites or yung mga porn sites. So the internet applications are as follows. So please take note of them as well, kasi they might emerge in your activity na 20 items na ibibigay ko rin after ilang days once na ma-post itong video lecture doon sa aking YouTube channel and ma-spread out siya. Okay, so what are the threats in the World Wide Web or internet? So first one is malware. So what is malware? It is also known as malicious software. Basically, any program na hindi gagawin yung dapat niyang gawin is counted as malware. So pasok po dyan ang viruses. Tapos next naman po, phishing. Pretend ako na ako yung website. Tapos sasendan kita ng email na merong link, tapos click mo, akala mo nagpapalit ka ng password or naglalagin ka. Yun pala, inire-record yung iyong ginawa. Tapos spear phishing as well, mas maganda yung mas magandang version ng phishing kasi pati yung basic info mo nakukuha na niya. Tapos MITM, man in the middle attack. As mentioned here, you have a sender and recipient of emails. Tapos ang gagawin, haharangin siya. Tapos once na magharang siya, pwedeng paltan yung content. Tapos pwede lang ang akala mo yun yung kausap mo, yung pala iba. And Trojans as well. So best example natin ng Trojan horse or Trojan viruses. You downloaded a movie file, tapos pag download niya, dino-double click mo, naging exec file, naging executable file siya, ganun siya. Tapos ransomware as well, you will need to pay a certain amount for your files to be unlocked. Yan ang best example ng ransomware. DDoS or denial of service attack. So basically, ito yung nagpapadown ng mga websites natin. So best example nito ay parang same ng nangyayari sa DDoS attacks. Pag halimbawa nag-exam week, tas ang dami nating nag-access sa LMS, ganun siya. Tas IoT devices na attacks dyan. Usually ang IoT devices na hina-hijack siya through remote o kaya dinidisable yung kanyang connection sa Wi-Fi. And data breaches, usually ang data breaches, meron na iwan mo yung phone mo sa ibang lugar tapos may nakakuha, nandun lahat ng password mo, ganon. Tapos there are also malwares on mobile apps. Usually malwares on mobile apps, they just get your information. Halimbawa, nire-record nila lahat ng info mo o kaya ang nangyayari ay lahat ng username passwords mo nag-autofill tapos nagsisend dun sa kung sino yung nag-infect ganun ng mobile malware sa mobile apps. Kasi usually ang malware sa mobile apps, hindi nila reason or hindi nila hinahabol na sirain yung sirain yung iyong device. Ang habol nila makuha lahat ng info na kailangan sa iyo na importante. Okay, so what is netiquette naman as well? So last part na natin ng lesson 11. Netiquette basically is internet netiquette. So best example nito is for you to have proper decorum if you are talking or if you are having conversation or arguments in the comment sections of public webs or public pages, and also the way you talk with your peers sa comment section na nakikita ng marami. Kasi walang problema kung nasa GC kayo. Kaso ang problem, if you are talking with people or with individuals na may marami pang ibang nakakita. So these are the 6 netiquette rules. So please also take note of this kasi they might also be included in your activity which I will be posting later. So expect na 1 day or 2 days after ko ito ma-post yung video lecture natin. Okay, so these are the last 4 ng netiquette. Okay, so that concludes our lecture for today. So video lecture for today. So I'm hoping na you will still be here for the next one kasi I will be giving 5 lectures for the finals term. So I'm hoping na yung 5 na yun ay mapagkasya bago tayo magbakasyon. So I will see you again on the next lecture. Thank you guys.